think I'm gonna get a bunch of snacks. Okay, everything's closed. Okay, it's like a ghost town. There's no one. I look like a joke. I am about to book the first cheapest flight I can find and then just go to wherever it lands. Have I thought this through? Absolutely not. Just don't think, just do. What could possibly go wrong? Sure, we'll find out in this video. Let's go to the airport. So it looks like I'll be spending the next few days in Austria, Klagenfurt, and I've done absolutely no research. Luckily, I have my Google Pixel 7 to help me on this trip. Thank you to Pixel for partnering me. Now, let's go to Austria.
When your vision is so bad you use your phone camera to see the departure board.
Alright, okay. Alright. Who am I? Matthew McConaughey? Hello. Reporting live from Stansted Airport. It is currently 4 a.m. and yes, I am not wearing a watch, but it is actually 4 a.m. I did not sleep at all. I knew I had an early morning flight, but still did not prepare. And there's people walking past, so act normal. Pretend you're not here. Oh, I forgot how awkward public blogging is. I'm absolutely exhausted and shattered. The vibes are just immaculate so far. I've seen a lot of TikToks where people talk about how they fall in love with people at the airport. I feel like there's someone walking past. And I have never related to something less. Because I feel like if you want to see me at my worst, it's me at the airport. I look rough. I am haggard. I am tired. I am carrying all the luggage. And I'm just frustrated with life. So yeah, I've never understood that. Also, I don't know where my mic is. Okay, there's a lot of people, so I'm gonna go now. The plane was actually pretty empty, and I could have easily had a whole row of seats just to myself. I ended up making friends with the person sitting next to me. This is Harry. We ended up speaking the whole flight. First time I've ever made a friend on a plane.
Guys, I didn't realize that this place was basically like winter wonderland. I haven't got any of the right clothing or anything, but what? This doesn't feel real. It looks like a backdrop. Gosh, look at that. Wow, this is wild. I just made a friend on the plane and I might be going skiing with them later.
Now to find my hotel. It was actually pretty straightforward. I took a bus from the airport that dropped me to the center, and from there it was like a 5-minute walk.
It's cold and it's quiet. I feel like anyone can hear me if I talk. It's so quiet here. But I feel like I'm in some sort of like Disney town. Like this place doesn't feel like a real place. It feels like something out of a Disney movie. So cool. Okay, I think I'm here.
I dropped my bags at the hotel, Harry messaged me, and next thing you know, I was in the car with 2 guys I had just met driving up to the snowy mountains to go skiing. It all felt really surreal, like I was in a movie, but mostly I was excited and happy to have been invited.
Just casually about to go skiing with 2 guys I just randomly met a few hours ago. I was in London. Okay. Oh wow.
It was at this moment that it was slowly starting to hit me what exactly I was signing up to. I was looking around the ski store, not recognizing anything. I am the least sporty person you could meet, and I was very much feeling out of my comfort zone. They were getting me boots and measuring them on skis.
I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. This is crazy.
I was all kitted out with boots and a child's helmet because I have a freakishly small head. I guess we're going skiing. Notice how Harry is sliding all over the place? Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be on a ski. Now notice how mine is barely moving. Like gravity has nothing on me. Yeah, turns out my skis were faulty. Of course they were. They literally weren't doing the one job they had.
It's like watching a penguin trying to walk for the first time. She's screwed.
Turns out my ski doesn't work. This is the right ski now?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, there's a language barrier. So it's... For my first ski that I rented out, turns out they don't work. So now we get another one. This one will work. Language barrier. I do not look like someone who's prepared to go skiing. I'm wearing jeans because I wasn't prepared. What's up?
The first time.
Yeah, first time. Can you tell it's my first time? I didn't have gloves either. I look like a joke.
Now that I have the appropriate gear, I can actually go skiing.
We just came down there. Scary stuff. Obviously I couldn't film it because I'm skiing.
This is the only visual evidence I have of me skiing, and as you can see, I'm a total pro. I mean, just look at that form. I can't believe I went skiing in my coat and jeans. Even for me, this is tragic.
This is your second ever lesson.
Right?
And this is my first lesson. Okay, you can be honest, I was a big baby.
No, you've improved a lot, so it's all good.
I have just come down from there. I went down. I didn't even think I would make it that far, to be honest. When we first started the lesson, I did not think I would go down. This has been one of the most random, spontaneous, scariest, but best things I've ever done. I had no idea 24 hours ago that I would be in this country skiing. Life is just wild.
I went for a walk and couldn't help but notice that nothing was open and there was no humans to be found. I thought I was going crazy, but it turns out no. Everything is just closed on a Sunday. Coming from London, it did feel weird to be somewhere so empty and quiet. Even supermarkets. Like a lot of the supermarkets just aren't open here on a Sunday, which I was not expecting. I was walking down the streets earlier and I was pretty much the only person around. Felt like a ghost town, which is a very interesting and unique experience because like Klagenfurt is quite quiet. It's very quiet. There's just like no sound. You can't hear anything. So even if I whisper, I feel like I'm loud. And I am a loud person, so I'm definitely loud. I don't know, it's a very cool experience actually. I quite like it. It's very main character vibes. Well, you are the main character because there's no other characters around. I am staying in a hotel. In order to eat, I have to go out and get it. I don't know where to get it from because everything's closed. I'm gonna go out again. Basically just try to get food. It's such a different way of life. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do for food right now, but you know, it's just one big great adventure. And I think I'm someone who I quite like just putting myself in a situation unprepared. I don't know why I do that.
Maybe because you are unsure about life and have no stability and that terrifies you, so you try to escape your responsibilities by putting yourself in random situations that don't require you to think deeply inwards. But hey, that's just my guess.
I should probably work on that. I quite like the challenge and just figuring it all out and just seeing what happens.
Will she eat? Or will she starve to death? Stay tuned to find out.
I ended up using Live Translate as I made my way around the supermarket. Oh my god, this is such a great tool and has literally saved me this trip. It made shopping so much easier. Now for breakfast. There was so much choice for pastries, I was truly spoiled. I saw a table filled with these donuts, so I'm guessing they're popular here, so I'm figuring it's worth trying. I'm gonna get this one. I think I'm gonna get a bunch of snacks. This is like the city centre or the high street here in Klagenfurt. And as you can see, it's just dead quiet. I am the only one. And this is a weekend. It is the weekend, but it's like a ghost town. There's no one, no one. The main street, I'm assuming. And there's just no one around. No shops are open, no people to be seen. It's like a ghost town. It just feels like a giant playground where I can just do whatever I want. But it's kind of weird that there's no one around. So I ended up getting McDonald's and chilling at the hotel.
Oh my god, guys. It's snowing! It is snowing so heavily outside. I definitely didn't pack the right clothes for this trip. Oh my... Ooh, it's cold. It's very cold, but so cool. It's snowing. Oh my god. It's like straight out of a movie. Isn't it crazy that I just picked the first random cheapest flight and for 10 quid, I mean, I went to Wonderland. This is the most people I've seen out this whole trip. My inner child is so happy right now. Feels like a winter Wonderland escape. Got to release my inner child and just be happy for a few days and be spontaneous and random and just go with the flow. And I'm just so happy I did this, you know? For 10 quid, I'm not complaining. Sweet! This video is a reminder that sometimes you just need to go with the flow, let go, and just live life in the moment. Oh, it's time to try Austrian snacks. I'm excited, let's go. I think we should start off with this one. That looks absolutely delightful. Oh, it smells so good. And it's like really light and fluffy. I did not get filling in that bite. I thought they'd be filling inside, so I'm gonna break and see. Ah, okay. Okay, didn't quite go deep enough. That's the good stuff right there. That's the thing I want to try. That is good. Now I've got sticky hands. So, BRB. Oh my god, my knee. I have such weak knees at the moment. I've got the weakest knees going, guys. Off to a very strong start. I had these on the plane on the way to Singapore. They served them on the plane and that was the first time I had it. But I didn't know they were Austrian. That's kind of random now when you think about it. Why was it on that flight? Tiny bite
tea-size wafers. I went for the plain classic original ones. I think this dunked in tea would be just amazing. Nice. Salted pretzel sticks. Oh, nice. Oh, they're thin. They're very thin. I like these. They remind me of the pretzel I had in New York, the big pretzel version, but instead of having the big one, you get little sticks, which actually I prefer. Because when I had the big pretzel in New York, after a while it got really dry and I couldn't finish it because it's just a lot of bread to eat in one go. So I actually prefer this because it's the same taste and flavor, but in a more manageable eating style. And I can see how these could get addicted. It's like having salted popcorn, but just in a different format. At the back of the packaging, there's like a whole explanation. Made in Austria from Austrian potatoes from our Kelly's contract farmers from Lower Austria and Northern Burgenland. At Kelly's, we use salt from the local Alps and high quality spices free of flavor enhancers. This is like the real stuff right here. Oh, well that was anticlimactic. Ooh, oh that's really crunchy. Oh, I'm a big fan of these. I would say these are like ready salted crisps. They're really good. So when I looked this up, this is chocolate covered cookies, which if it is, then that's a new concept to me. I've never tried anything like that. Ooh. Mmm. Oh. It's dark chocolate. I'm not the biggest fan of dark chocolate. I much prefer milk chocolate, but it's still good. But I think because it's dark chocolate, I'd want to have this with tea. I like it. I like it. Austrian snacks came through. I'm impressed. I am so grateful for this coat. This coat's from Uniqlo, and oh my God, guys, I cannot stress enough that this coat is incredible. It just completely sucks you in and keeps you so warm. And when I'm wearing it, I don't feel the cold at all. It's been a lifesaver this trip, I tell you. If you're someone who gets cold quite quickly and don't like feeling cold, I cannot recommend this enough. It's literally saved me this trip. This is all the layers I'm wearing, right? So I've got my leggings. These are some technology heat thermal leggings. I've got my joggers on top. I've got my thermal top, got my jumper, got my cardigan, and I've got this thick coat. And all together, I'm feeling pretty snug. Let's potentially go to the lake. So this is where I've ended up. Now to go find a lake. So the lake is down this road here. The only problem is I have to get through all of this snow and it's so thick. Oh my God, look how thick. This has definitely been one of the wildest solo trips I've ever done to this day. Ooh, snowflake on my lap. But also the coolest. This is another reminder to anyone watching that if you want to go traveling or have cool experiences, but you feel like you don't have anyone to go with, or you're not the most like organized person and stuff like that, this is proof that you don't have to be. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm very much making this up as I go along. But I'm so glad I did just decide to just book a random flight, because now I get to experience cool things like this. Okay, everything's closed. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't be giving people advice on traveling, because I don't know if you saw that, but I just got absolutely destroyed by a tree. Little tip I've learned, don't walk under trees. Very dangerous. Oh my God, I just got snow all up my back. But, okay, we made it to the lake. Surprise, surprise, it's closed. Ta-da! I present to you the lake. And you can't really see much. So, that's great. I feel like sometimes life can be so stressful and overwhelming, and there's so much pressure. You gotta do this and that and the right things and make the right choices, and there's so much risk, and it all feels very doom and gloom. So sometimes it's nice to just come to the middle of nowhere where there's no one around and it's just like snow for all you can see, and for a minute you just feel free. You just feel like nothing matters. No one can see me right now. No one knows who I am. I could get lost here, which also means I could probably get lost here and no one will ever know, which is also scary. But right now, I just feel very like nothing matters. It's all good. It's all good. It's just me enjoying the view, chatting with you guys, and life is good. I think the final thing I want to tick off on this trip, eating in public by myself. Should we go for a nice meal? I think we should. I've come to a Thai place. I've just realized the whole menu is in German. I'm translating to see. And then okay, thank you. And I have successfully ordered myself food. So I'm very, very happy right now. Got myself some veggie spring rolls and they're really good. I'm a lot more comfortable eating out in public in another country than I am in the UK. Like in the UK, I feel like I'd be really self-conscious right now. But here I'm pretty chill. Even though I don't understand the language and none of the things on the menu make sense to me because it's in German. But once I can translate, it's fine. I surprisingly feel more comfortable eating out by myself and vlogging here than in the UK. And I don't know why. I'm not sure what the psychology is behind that, but yeah. You know, out of everything I've done on this trip, the most out of my comfort zone is eating in public by myself. I did it, and I'm pretty happy and content. Time is now 12:05. Whoa, wow, the quality of that is insane. That's better than my eyesight. This is how far I am, by the way. And that's the quality of the camera. That's insane. Which means I don't have a long time left. I gotta head to the airport in a bit because my flight's at 3. We were on the hunt for magnets, but I don't think Klagenfurt is a very touristy magnet kind of place. So now we're just gonna get food. Do you want to get Subway?
Yeah, basically.
Harry is quite, how would you describe it? You're quite particular about your food? But no, we don't want to say that. Particular about your food. So the way you like it.
Yep, ham and cheese.
And no sauce and not
No,
toasted.
no.
Had to make it clear to them that that's how you have it. And I went for, this is my breakfast, so I'm equally different. But some fries and some lemon iced tea, my favorite.
And we found magnets, and what was really special about this one is that it reminded me of the first day of this trip when I went skiing with the guys. I went into this trip with no plan and no expectations and came out of it with 2 new friends and the best memories. It turned out to be everything I needed. I think I needed the escape to push myself out of my comfort zone, have an adventure, and learn more about myself along the way. Very, very grateful for Harry and Dom. I don't think I would have normally picked to come somewhere like Klagenfurt, but it now has a very special place in my heart.
That has been Klagenfurt and it's been great. What a wild couple of days.
I think it's about time for me to go. Like I dive deep. Like I'm last week night with the flow here.